Hello and Satnam. My name is Courtney Thomas. I am the founder of the Bodhi Effect, and today is August 19th, 2024. It is also the incredible magnetic super blue moon tonight. And so if you are brand new to understanding a little bit about full moons, I wanted to offer you this video as inspiration for something that you can do today. And if you're following upon this video this week, that's okay. These practices are incredibly powerful for the next entire cycle of the moon. So don't hesitate to pull out your journal, settle in, and listen in a little bit about what this full moon means, along with some powerful practices that you can do. This video includes a journal practice, a physical practice, along with a meditation, and it's going to be quick, but it's going to be powerful. So that you understand a little bit about what a super blue moon is. Right now the full moon is in Aquarius, but it being a blue moon means that it's the second full moon of the month. So the moon cycle goes in 29 days. So we had a full moon at the beginning of August. We're having one again at the end of August. And the super moon actually means that this is when the full moon is the closest to the earth. And so again, the frequencies are really powerful. And this is such a powerful time for you to begin to reframe what it is that you want to draw into your life, manifest your desires, and release the things that are not serving you today, okay? So one of the things that I want to talk to you about today is how this blue moon specifically, or the super blue moon, is really about asking you, what concepts are you ready to start to bring to your life today? Are you going with just the mold of the world? Are you moving in the direction of maybe what you're told that you're supposed to be, or the things that you're supposed to do? Or are you ready to rebel against the status quo, right? Are you ready to start to speak your truth, live your truth, and be exactly who it is that you want to be, to start to be the artist of your life and design life as exactly as you desire, right? There's no more saying yes when it's a no. There's no more saying no when it's a yes. It's really about listening to your divine intuition and about tapping into your greatness. And I want you to know that in this moon cycle, it is possible to trust that anything is possible. Anything is possible. When you start to live by this life mantra, you begin to design your life and create the light that exists within you. You are the light of your creation. Your life is the light of your creation. Again, which means anything is possible. What you create in your life will happen. This moon cycle is telling us that, okay? So let's reinforce our individuality. Let's reinforce our uniqueness and the authenticity that we bring to our life. So when you're ready, I want you to pull out your journal, and I want you to write at the top of the page this journal prompt. And at the end of this video, I want you to give yourself 10 minutes to journal it out. Let's start to dive in a little bit into who you are as your most authentic self. So the top of your page, I want you to write out, when do I lose sense of time and space in my life? And get descriptive. What are you doing? Who are you with? What are you surrounding yourself with? Maybe what season are you in? Are you around animals? Are you in nature? Are you actually actively doing something? Are you picking up a paintbrush, or are you behind a computer screen, or are you with certain friends, certain family, cooking, or whatever it might be? When do you lose sense of time and space? And then the next part is writing down, I am my most authentic self when. I am my most authentic self when. And you'll see how these two questions sort of weave between one another. You might see repetitive answers between the two, but give yourself 10 minutes to answer these two things, to get an idea and a remembering as to when you lose a sense of time and space, which time is just energy, right? And also, when are you most your authentic self? And get really descriptive. And then I want you to reflect on how often are you activating these things, right? So if you know that you're most your authentic self, when you're out in nature, in the sun, how often are you doing that? Do you work behind a computer with no windows, and do you only make time once a month to be outside? Or how often are you activating these parts of you that is right there, that could literally be reached to at any point in time, but it's up to you because you're the artist of your life. The next part I want to offer you is this powerful mantra, which is Sat Nam. Okay? Sat Nam. And I'm going to give you a meditation that we're going to do together for 1 minute. But again, if it sings to you, I want you to take notes or come back to this video at any time and begin to do this for all the way up to 7 minutes long. Okay? If you can do that by the end of the week, up to 7 minutes, I know it will make a massive impact. So when you're ready, you're going to bring your fingers together. You're going to interlace them, except you're going to keep your index finger pointing up towards the sky. Then you're going to cross your thumbs over top of one another, okay? And when you're ready, you're actually going to begin to drop your shoulders away from your ears and send your hands up towards the sky. Your biceps are going to come by your ears as well. Your arms are straight and strong. Beautiful, strong back, soft front. Together for 1 minute, we're going to repeat the mantra Sat Nam. I want you to think of when you say the word Sat, your belly draws in and up. Nam, your belly relaxes. Close those eyes. Bring your eyes to your third eye. Draw your attention there. And when you're ready, we'll begin. Sat Nam. 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 3 more. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Last time. Sat Nam. Stay where you are. Deep inhale. Stay where you are. Deep exhale. Slowly lower your hands down by your side. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your heart if that feels good for you. Again, that mantra, I am truth. And the next portion of this very short mini full moon ceremony is I want you to begin to close your eyes, and we're going to support you in that daydream of your most authentic self. The part of you that when you think about rebelling against the status quo and no longer moving in the direction of what you've been told is what's going to make you worthy in the world. This meditation is powerful because it's going to activate in you that belief that anything is possible. So I want you to get into a seated position, or you can lie down, whatever feels best for you today. And if it feels safe for you, I want you to close your eyes or stare at the tip of your nose. I want you to begin to find your breath here. And I want you to notice what it feels like to breathe into the body. I am aware of my inhale. I am aware of my exhale. I am aware of my inhale. And I am aware of my exhale. Beautiful. Notice how your breath travels through the body. Notice how the breath creates space in the body for any of that tension, that tightness, those limitations, those patterns. The breath creates space in the body for those things to soften, or maybe even to let go. Each time you inhale, you can feel that space begin to widen up. And you can feel that exhale begin to let go and release. Feeling your breath. I want you to begin to daydream with intention here. I want you to begin to visualize waking up in the morning as your highest, most authentic self. I want you to look around the room and notice where you are. Imagining yourself getting out of bed, and you're going to go start your day. Notice the clothing that you reach for. What do you wear as your most authentic self? I want you to catch a glance of yourself in the mirror. What do you look like? Notice that sparkle in your eye. Notice the glimmer in your smile. Really trust what you see and trust what you feel. How do you spend your morning as your most authentic self? Who do you become in your day? Notice how you're speaking to yourself or to others. Notice who you're choosing to surround yourself with. How do you spend your afternoon as your most authentic self? What are your hopes and aspirations? What makes you the unique individual that you are as you move throughout your day? And as you step into your evening, again, just daydreaming here with the intention of how do you spend your evening? How do you spend your evening activating the truth of who you are? What do you consume? What raises your vibration? How do you spend your time? How do you speak your truth? Live your truth. Look around and notice what you're surrounding yourself with. Look around and notice the vibration that you feel. And now daydream here that your head is hitting the pillow at the end of your day. And I want you to reflect on you and your greatness. What makes you believe that you are worthy of this life? What makes you trust that this is possible? And what choices do you have to keep going as this highest aligned self? Finding your breath again. There's no rush. But only when you feel ready, I want you to flutter your eyes open and come back to the room. Okay. I am so grateful for your time. I hope that I see you again. If you enjoyed this video, if you found that this brought some light into your life, I hope that you subscribe. And if you have any questions, I'll always be sure to read comments. And I'm just a message away. So again, I really appreciate your time. And happy super blue moon. And I will see you again. Sat Nam.